if you pass.
All right, let's get rolling here.
Sounds good.
All right.
Good
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. It is 6:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dr. Ray here, CEO of the Learning Liaisons. We have our math director here, Anderson Duran, with us. We want to welcome everyone who joined us. I know many of you are probably done with your kiddos in your classroom, almost done depending on your county, getting excited for your post-planning. But if you're a college student, you've been off for a little while. So I don't feel bad for you. So we're going to get rolling here tonight. I want to welcome you. Tonight's session is focused on GK math. So let's go to the next slide there, Anderson. So before we begin, keep clicking through there. We got a couple of housekeeping things I want to reiterate to you. Just go over real quick. Let's go to the next one. So a couple things. One, tomorrow morning, I'm going to send you an email. I'm going to give everybody access to the recording of this session. Unfortunately, you won't have it forever. We keep it accessible through Sunday. Yes, you can ask questions to Anderson throughout the session. Please use the chat box. It's all about engaging. However, if it's something off topic to what Anderson's discussing at the moment, we'll hang out at the end and you can ask all the questions you want. The webinar is going to last probably about we say an hour and a half, but most likely about 60 to 70 minutes. Please understand that our webinars, this webinar especially, will not prepare you for this exam. I'm going to say that again. This webinar alone is not going to prepare you, right? This is just a small, a small piece of the pie for the entire GK Math, because GK Math is 21 skills. So Anderson, how many skills are you touching on here tonight?
2, and I'm touching on one of the 3 like sub skills inside of a skill, and then one of 3 in the other one as well.
So this is a good first step, and we've got your back all the way through all the skills. Keep in mind, and most teachers, when we go to school districts every week and we do these sessions, most teachers don't realize that only 38% of teachers and college students pass all 4 sections of their GK on the first attempt. That's a DOE stat. Now, don't say that to you, probably thinking, this guy's making me miserable and we didn't even start yet. This is a teachable moment here because that number is low for a few big reasons. And one of the big reasons is that we've learned this doing this every day for 5 years. Most people do not prepare the right way for these exams, all the FTCE exams. So we pride ourselves in our success with teachers based on putting people in the best possible position to pass. And our pass rate is way higher than that. So yes, we are very different from study guides. We don't sell study guides. We're not making study guides because that's one of the big reasons that's such a high failure rate, because people go out there, and I'm sure many of you are guilty of this, going out there and just memorizing notes, memorizing vocab words, and especially memorizing practice questions over and over and over again. But you got to understand concepts, and Anderson's going to start paving the way for you tonight to understand conceptually what you need to do. All right, and yes, I'm sure many of you guys signed up. I didn't make it that small of a fine print, but it was definitely on that registration form that I'm going to be paying for one lucky attendee's actual GK test. I'm going to say that again. Yes, and sorry if you have a waiver. I'll work something out with you too. I saw that, Maritza, there. So I'm going to be paying for one lucky attendee's GK test. We can move to the next one, Anderson.
So wait, what if, can I be the winner?
You already passed your test.
My certification's up next year. All right.
All right. So when we do these webinars, we are partners with our good friends over at Florida Teachers. And tomorrow we can click to the next one. If you guys ever heard of that? I said this at the beginning. Hey there, my name, that's me there. That's about 10 years ago when I was a little bit younger. Dr. I'm CEO and founder of Learning Liaisons. We've been doing this thing for about 5 years, 7 days a week now. We can go to the next one. And you already met Anderson there. He's going to come on the stage here in a couple of minutes. And we have Miss Lisa Raymer, who's Director of Business Development at Florida Teachers tomorrow. Some of you guys attending might be familiar with her. She's usually on here to talk for a couple of minutes. She's awesome. But unfortunately, she had a family thing where she had to go home, so she's not able to be with us tonight. But I'll give you a couple of quick tidbits on her. You can go to the next one. She's in charge of Florida Teachers tomorrow. Click to the next. So I'm not going to spend too much time because I'm not the expert. I don't work for them, but based on talking with her and working with her, it's basically an EPI program. So if you guys are in the alternative certification track, or you want to become a teacher and want to get that alternative certification, there's a lot of great resources out there. Teacher Tomorrow is one of them. Everything's online. It helps you fast track your certification. We can go to the next one because this is the most important one. If you still need to get certified and you're looking for alt cert, take a picture of the screen right here. Some of you guys, this might not pertain to you because you already have, you're in a school district, maybe you're in a program already, or you're in a college program where you don't need this. But take a picture of the screen, call her at that number, email at that. If you have any questions about certification, because as you know, that's always changing. We got some changes now, some extensions, some things that have changed with the process. But if you have any questions about statement of eligibility, that's a big thing. Email them. Even if you don't want to use their program, you don't need it, and you have a question, Lisa's awesome. She's there to answer you questions because she wants to make sure that every teacher is successful. All right, we can go to the next one, Anderson. So, are you ready? Who's ready out there to get this shindig going? Who's ready? Let me see some yeses in that box so Anderson can stop dancing. All right, there we go. Next up. So why are we really here? Why are you really here? Let's keep clicking here. So why are you really here? Well, a couple of questions you want the answers to. You spent more money than you have on retakes, especially now. A couple of months ago, they lowered the retake cost, but who wants to waste that money? Even if it's 35 bucks, I know it's a lot better than 150, but that's 35 bucks you can keep in your pocket. You just want to pass this thing and be over, whether it's math, essay, ELS, whatever. You might need to get into and graduate your college program. Is anyone here in a college program and they need to pass a GK to keep going in their coursework? Do you have any college students here? All right, so this applies to you. Next one. You probably failed before. Has anyone here never taken the GK test before? Anyone here never taken GK before? Usually got a couple of people on there. So hopefully I scared you straight there with that 38% stat there before. It's all about prepping smart. Next one. And or on the flip side of that, if you're not a college student, you're in the other demographics where you're a teacher right now and you have to pass this test to keep your job. The good news is that extension just passed, so you might have some extra time till next summer to pass that test, but we want to make sure we get it out of the way as soon as possible. You can keep moving there. We got Saturday Night Fever over there. So this is for you if you're an aspiring teacher who has, one, never taken the FTCE. So we have a lot of people never taken it. You're in the right place. Or you've already been successful and you want to, next slide, Anderson, break through the stress and frustration and pass your exams with less stress and a headache. You don't want headaches. We want to get, I saw someone on there said they failed this thing 8 times already. We're going to get you through here. All right, keep moving. So here's the hard way. Trying to figure out things for yourself. That's what a lot of teachers and college students do. This is nothing like studying for a final exam in high school or in college, staying up all night, 2 nights before your exam. You can't figure it out yourself. You need some tools, some resources, some people who have been in your shoes and know how to do it the right way. The hard way is not using proven, tried and tested successful strategies. That's our job. We're going to introduce to you a couple of really sneaky little strategies here Anderson's going to blow your mind with. The hard way also is not using guides properly or having an expert on your side. By no means are we the almighty, only one way to help people successful on this test, but we've done a great job helping over 6,000 teachers pass this test over the last 4 to 5 years. So you need somebody and something that knows what's going on to make sure you're in the right position and help you on your journey.
Doctor, I think at this point with math, I think I'm the guy now. I think I can confidently say that.
And the hard way also is to try to find test questions from teachers who took it. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about this. If you're already in my courses or attend one of our live sessions, you know this. Well, another big reason why people keep failing because their #1 goal is searching online in blogs, Facebook groups, colleagues, friends. Hey, what questions did you see on the test? What essay prompts did you see? What math questions did you see? And people just write stuff down and share it. Ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to get the same questions again. That's cheating. But on the other side of that is cheating. You've got to understand conceptually how these questions are written, what to look for, and the concepts of a whole. Because if you know how to do a certain concept, doesn't matter what the numbers are, how big the scenario is, you're going to be able to nail that math concept. That's what we do here at the Learning Liaisons. Click the next one. So over the past 5 years, we've helped over 6,000 teachers pass their FTCEs. We want to add your picture to that to our next webinar. So hopefully we'll add yours to that. So when you pass, please send me a selfie so we can put it out there for everybody to see. Click, click. Uh-oh, we got a little mess on the screen here. All right, so without further ado, you guys didn't come here to hear me. You came here to learn some math. So let's learn them some math, but not grammar. Let's welcome Anderson. All right, Anderson, they're all yours.
Hey, what's up, everybody? All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get started, everybody. So we're here for math, right? So this may be a lot of people here, you know, just looking at some math and not really know what you're doing. And that's completely okay. You know, I'm the math director here at the Learning Liaisons, and I want to go ahead and take a moment to introduce myself. Anybody here, give me a yes if you have heard or interacted with me before. Give me a no if this is your first time interacting with me, just to get a good idea. Oh, hey, welcome, Natalie. Everybody else, what's up? Deanna, Tracy, welcome. Fresh start. That's your first name. That is awesome. And everybody else has seen me before. Ron, hey, good evening. All right, sounds good. So it looks like the majority of us have interacted with me. Good evening, Kim. And so let me just take a moment to introduce myself. That way you can kind of look at this guy right here and not think that he's some crazy egotistical maniac that thinks he knows math, because only one of those things is true. So I am the director of mathematics at the Learning Liaisons. I've been doing this for the better part of a year now, going on 16 months now. And this has been an absolute blessing in my life. You know, I've gotten my bachelor's degree and master's degree, both in math education from UCF. So anybody here go to UCF or an alumnus of UCF? Because if so, you are awesome. If you went to USF, I am sorry, but I'm going to leave that at that. But I've been a cycle instructor for over 6 years now, too. I just finished up my tenure at UCF. And, you know, helping other people succeed, again, it's really just, that's my thing. You know, whatever form that takes, I'm game. Whether it's helping kids out in the math room, helping you guys out with your math tests, coaching kids, mentoring kids, football, whatever it is. You know, if it's helping other people succeed, it brings me joy, and I enjoy being able to do that for a living. So some other ventures and hobbies that I'm involved in. I founded Duran Learning, which is my company, and that's the logo right there. I'm pretty proud of that. And pretty much what we developed was an AP Calculus and College Calculus website that really anybody can use. And it's my baby. It's my #1 baby. It's what got me to be the math director here. So, you know, that was an awesome start to my career. And I've created thousands of math videos total by now. For the Learning Liaisons alone, I think we're at 1,000 now with Learning Liaisons, including SAT and everything. So, you know, these are some great milestones we're hitting. I've been tutoring for over 10 years, and I just started a new venture, Do More Life Coaching. It's part of my Instagram thing. It's, you know, Do More with Duran. My last name is Duran, just play on words. And you know, that's been getting some traction too. And so again, it's all about helping other people succeed. And tonight, this 1-hour session is just another way for me to do that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, guys. So we're taking this general knowledge math test, and it's part of the 4 subtest group: your ELS, your reading, your essay, and math. So more often than not, we get a lot of folks saying that math is the hardest. But before we can get mad at the test itself, you know, it's going to be wise for us to understand the formatting of the test. So the score you need to pass is a 200, and there are 45 questions that you need to answer. Now, this score, this is scaled, and I want to make sure that we understand what that means. What this means is that some questions are worth a certain amount of points, and other questions are worth more or less. It depends on the type of question. And I've done some math with some of the score reports that people have sent me over the time here. And it seems that the questions are worth between 4 and 6 points. Easy being 4, hard being 6. And I don't think any are worth 5. So go ahead and take that as you may, because I still haven't, because it's a lot more math to do to figure out what the base score is, whether they start you at 100 or start you at 150. It's just really all over the place. So we'll go ahead and get into more of that later on, hopefully. But here's the basics, at the surface. You need 72% to pass. And if every question was rated the same, that means that you need 33 questions correct. All right. So what that means is you can get 12 questions wrong. All right. And as long as those 12 questions are balanced, like let's say 6 easy and 6 hard ones, if you get that many wrong, you're good. You're good and you pass. You get 12 questions wrong. You have 12 questions that you can get wrong. So that's a lot. I mean, hopefully that gives us a little bit of swagger and confidence here, because a lot of people, they freak out thinking that they need to get an A on the test and they need to get 100 to pass. And that's just really not the case. So if you need to take a screenshot of this, go ahead. Again, I want us to be more knowledgeable about the test itself, as well as the content that we're going to go over. So pay attention here, because we're going to go ahead and swing it on going. The timing per question, that we will get 2 minutes and 15 seconds per question. So all I did there was, you get 100 minutes for the test, 45 questions, you divide it, you get 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Now, diving in, 2 minutes and 15 seconds, that's an average. That is an average. And what that means is, again, there are easy questions and there are hard ones. The easy ones may take you anywhere between 45 seconds to a minute and 30 seconds. The hard ones might take you 2.5, 3, maybe 4 minutes. Again, it's all about balance here. But if you play your cards right, you can finish the test with plenty of time left to go back and check your work. So that's what today's about. This session, I want to point out those low-hanging fruit questions. Give me a yes if you've heard of low-hanging fruit before, whether it's on our courses, our other webinars, our workshops, our channels, whatever it is. Look at that, already people. Yeah, low-hanging fruit. What that refers to the questions that you can get right pretty quickly. I'm talking like 10 seconds. So I'm going to show you 2 types of problems that you're going to see on the test that I'm going to help you get right in 10 seconds or less. Who's excited? Because at the end of this session, you guys are going to be like, all right, let me stop. So 4 competencies. Again, we have 4 competencies, and the 4 competencies cover 21 total skills. Now, today, I'm only showing you a little piece of the pie, right? I'm going to go through skill 1.1, and there are 3 types of problems that you'll see. I'm only going over one of those types to get you right up to speed with that. And then I'm going to go through another type of problem in competency 3.6, functions. And basically, in this free webinar, you're going to learn how to get 2 of the questions that you're going to see. If they're repeated, you might get like 3 of them, like the ordering numbers one. You're going to see maybe more than once. But I'm basically giving you the right answer always to a specific type of problem. So pay attention, because here we go. Here's the reference sheet. Remember, when you take the test, you should receive a reference sheet. Today, and many centers are digitalizing now, so it may be online. But either way, make sure you understand how to get your hands on it and the calculator itself. Cool. Now, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with competency 1, skill 1. Competency 1, again, is number sense and operations. And skill 1 is comparing real numbers and identifying their location on the number line. So there are 3 main types of problems that you'll see here. And I'm going to list it right here. So the first one, if you're given 2 numbers, you want to basically identify the relationship. They're going to basically put a box in the middle of 2 numbers, like here and here, and you have to fill it in with the correct symbol. So that's the first type. Type B problems here are going to be where you order a group of 4 numbers from least to greatest. All right. They're usually going to present the problems to you and they say, order the following numbers. And then C is a word problem type where they'll usually say like, Billy's in his math class and he's told that he can drop his lowest quiz grade. And then they present 4 quiz grades and you have to go ahead and pick the lowest one or pick the highest one, whatever they ask you to do. So if this seems kind of familiar, if you've taken the test before, go ahead and give me a wow if that makes sense to you? Because I'm seeing all these yeses, so I don't want to like mix it all up. All right, so okay, there we go. So again, these problems will pop up. And today's focus is focusing on these type A problems, because the type B and type C problems, those will always require some calculating. It'll require you to pick it up and just order them by finding out what their values are. But this problem right here, this type, where they give you a box and you got to fill it in, you can get that one right automatically. And so I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to present the problem. I'm going to give you guys a minute and a half to determine the answer. I kindly ask that we do not share the answer in the chat box. Do not. When I say go, that's when you will share the answer. All right, everybody give me the letter Y if you understand that you will not share your answer. All right, thank you. Just want to make sure we understand, because some people get excited and then, yeah, we go with it. So 3, 2, 1, a minute and a half, and go. And when you are ready with the answer, just type the letter R. Okay, type the letter R or raise your hand in the participant list. Either way. All right, looks like all but just a couple of us are all set. I'm going to respect everyone's time to allow everyone to answer. Still got about 20 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, everybody type your answer in and go. Yes, we are allowed to use a calculator. Woof. I have never seen a group of people so unanimously choose an answer before like that. Okay. So the answer here, guys, it is B. It is B. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't even look at the question. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you us how to get this one right. So here's the deal. Question. Let's go ahead and say, let's pretend that A was the answer. Let's go ahead and pretend that A was the answer. If A was the answer, would D also be the answer? Yes or no? We got some yeses, we got some nos. And see, that confusion right there is what allows them to basically handle you the way that they have. So here's the idea. Everyone stop typing, put your pencils down, get your popcorn ready, and just watch and learn. Here's the thing. This symbol at the bottom, that means less than or equal to, okay? That means it can be less than or equal to. What that means is, if A is the answer, then D is also the answer. Whoa. On the GK test, are there 2 answers? Yes or no? Can you select 2 answers? No, we cannot. So if we can't select 2 answers, and if you select one and the other answer also fits, then neither of them are right, because we can only have one true answer. So think about it like this. If the answer is A, it can't be D. Or if the answer is A, it has to be D. Excuse me. If it is A, it has to be D as well, because this is equal to, and this is less than or equal to. So that means that A nor D could work. Now let's think about it the other way. If I grab the less than symbol, If that's the answer, let's go ahead and say that was the answer. Well, then if less than is the answer, yes or no, would less than or equal to also fit? Yes, it would. It actually would. Because think about it like this. So let's go ahead and use some examples. That way we're not, all lost. I got you guys. Here we go. So let's go ahead and say we have 6 and we have 6 on the other box, on the other side of the box. If I used equal to, 6 equals 6, correct? Yeah, 6 does equal 6. Now, is 6 also less than or equal to 6? Yeah, it actually is, because it's less than or equal to. So the or equal to part, that fits, and so it's still correct. So again, they both fit, making neither of them the answer. Neither of them could be the answer because you can only have one right answer. And let's go ahead and think about it like this as well. What if we had 1 and 2? Is 1, and now I'm using answer choice C now. Is 1 less than 2? Yes or no, everybody? I know it's rhetorical, but answer it anyway. Is 1 less than 2? Right. Now, is 1 also less than or equal to 2? If I use that symbol, would that also fit? Ah, it would also fit. Huh. Now, I mean, I'm not a math guy, but the thing is, look, this is also correct. That is also correct. 1 is less than 2. 1 is less than or equal to 2. Both of those work because that symbol, the less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, the or is what you want to listen to. It's the or. Is it less than or equal to? If either of them makes sense, then that is true. So for example, if I had 10 is less than or equal to 15, 10 is less than 15, therefore the less than or equal to symbol would work because the less than part fits. Are we starting to churn a little bit of sense here on this? Because the trick here is basically take a look at the last part. This one right here, take a look at that. If it's pointing to less than or equal to, the answer is going to be greater than. If it's pointing to greater than or equal to, the answer is less than. That's the secret. There it is. We're going to go ahead and go through 4 or 3 more problems like this, but I'm going to show you the secret. I want you all to go ahead, take a picture of this. Here's the secret tip. You want to look for that symbol, the greater than or equal to or the less than or equal to. And what you're going to do is just pick the opposite symbol. So for example, if we're over here, so if you see the greater than or equal to symbol, pick less than, automatically the answer, no matter what. If it is less than or equal to, pick the greater than symbol. Pretty much like that. Don't even have to, if it doesn't make sense right now, that's okay. You can just follow that rule. You will get it right automatically every single time. The reason is because when they made these types of questions, whoever made it might have been an intern. I don't know, not going to judge. But whoever made the question didn't realize that you have to have 4 answers. If we only had 3 answers, equal to, less than, or greater than, they would all work. That would be great. It would be any one of those. But the fact of the matter is they need 4 answer choices because it's A, B, C, D. And so by needing to include a 4th answer choice, they have to either put in greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. They have to put one of those in. And they have to put in the one that isn't true. They won't ever put none of the above. And they can't put both. Because the thing is, if it's greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, then equal to would fit with both. So it doesn't matter if this is the answer because that would also work. Doesn't matter if that's the answer because then that would also work. So they can't put both. I found a flaw in the test that I'm going to help you guys exploit. I got you. Yeah, we're going to go to it now. But I found an error in the test that I'm going to help you exploit. You do not have to think anymore about these questions. In the practice test that they released the other week, There are two of these exact types of questions. And so if you just follow this rule, you can instantly save yourself 5 minutes on the test. Instantly. All right. And look at that. Some of you guys are like, is this a free webinar? This guy just gave me a free question on the test. Yep, I did. And that's what we do here at the Learning Liaisons. We make your life easier. So here's a secret tip for us. One more time. Go ahead, take a picture of it. Go ahead, spread the news, screenshot this, send it all over. Just don't share it with the state. Don't share it with the state. Let them have this error in there as long as they possibly want to. Doesn't matter to me. The longer they leave it up, the better for us. So, okay, I believe I should be good to go now. Again, look for the or equal to symbol. Look for that symbol and then pick the answer that goes the opposite. It is never going to be equals, and it's never going to be the one that has or equal to in it. So the less than or greater than or equal to. It'll never be A or D. It's always going to be B or C, assuming that that's the order that they always put it in. Pick it and go. So, are you guys ready to try out some problems? All right, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead and take out all of the hand raising. Let's see if I can go ahead and reset that. All right, lower all hands. All right, cool. So everyone, we're going to go ahead and use the hands. Once you have your answer ready, raise your hand in the participant list. Do not type the answer in. Okay, here we go. Again, just raise your hand when you have it. Just raise your hand when you have it. Look at that. Even Dr. A is raising his hand. And I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I mean, I don't feel like making fun of him right now. It's okay. So look at that. It's not even 15 seconds. Half of us already got it. Then he says all of the above again. See, that's what I was gonna make fun of him about. So again, you can use your calculator if you'd like, but you honestly don't even need to look at the question itself. Don't even need to look at it. All right, we're going on a minute now. I'm going to pause it in about 20 seconds. Again, remember to raise your hand. If you click participants, and then you go ahead and raise that hand when you're ready, you're good to go. All right, counting to 10 seconds here, and then we're going to let everybody release their answers. Get ready here. 5, 4, 3, 2, answers. What are they? Booyah. Without a shadow of a doubt. Look at that. We do not need to worry about this problem anymore. There are low-hanging fruit, and then there are, this is so easy, it hurts me to actually answer this question. It is disrespectful for me to answer a question like this because there is no thought needed. You literally look at this, the D symbol here, greater than or equal to, pick the opposite one, the answer is C. You're done. I don't even need to read this. If you want to confirm the work, let's go ahead and confirm the work. I'm going to go ahead and do negative 19 over 12. And I get negative 1.58. So for those of us that are skeptical, it's okay. And then we have negative 18 over 13. Negative 1.38. So would you rather owe, so which one's greater, you know, a debt of $1.58 or a debt of $1.38? Well, a debt of $1.38 is better than $1.58 if we're talking about debt. So then the answer has to be less than. Oh, look at that. The answer is less than. Oh, I just wasted some time calculating. Oh, exactly. You don't have to waste your time anymore. It's a flaw in the test. Let's run with it. Let's punish them for that. Okay. So there it is. That's C. You guys ready for the next one? Give me a yes if we're ready. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lower the hands again. Again, don't raise your hand yet. Don't raise your hand yet. Raise your hand only when you have the answer, okay? Raise your hand only when you have the answer. Here we go. You're welcome, Tracy. And starting timer. Again, raise your hand when you're ready. Do not type the answer in. $22 people in 10 seconds. That's insane. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. Let's try to hit all 41 of us. All right, about 30 seconds in. And if you're sitting there bored, wondering if you can go get a cup of hot cocoa, you probably can. These problems are that easy. All right, I'm going to give it 10 more seconds here. 10 more seconds. 2, 1. Answers. There we go. And so for the most part, that's over, looks like over 90% of us have selected C. The answer is C. Again, guys, remember, the rule is go to the greater than or less than or equal to symbol. So this one right here, it's pointing to the right. So select the answer that points to the left. Answer C is correct, and you're done. You don't even need to look at this. You don't even need to look at it. But again, I will prove it to us. 5 7/9 is 5.7 repeating. So that's 5.77777. And then 15/18, let's go ahead and see what that is. That will be 5.83 repeating. So less than belongs in there. Less than is what we chose. We're good. Again, remember the rule of thumb. Look at the answer choice that says less than or greater than or equal to. Look for that one, the one with the line on the bottom, the one with the underscore on the bottom. And from there, select the one that goes the opposite way. And you're done. Next question, problem number 4. I believe this is the last one in the set. So here we go. Yep, it's the last one in the set. So here we go. My goal is for everyone to get this right in less than 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. All right, so 13 seconds in. Oh, Tracy forgot the rules. No worries, Tracy. All right, let's see. We're 30 seconds in. 26 of us have responded. Yikes. Yes. And then the floodgates open. All right, everybody, what's the answer? Yup. There we go. Now we're all in tandem. That is a unanimous result. All selecting B. That is it. The answer is B. Again, look at the last answer choice. Whoops, that's not what I meant to use, but it's okay. So we look at the last answer choice and we say, hey, look, little buddy, you're going greater than or equal to. So I'm going to go ahead and select the answer that goes the opposite way. Boom, correct. And again, I'm going to just waste your time real quick by grabbing my calculator. 2 divided by 22. Okay, that's 0.090909 repeating. And then 4 over 35. That is 0.11. Then there's some approximations. So definitely the left side is less than the right side. And we're done. So if you're wondering why this webinar is free, well, it's because we love helping teachers. And honestly, there are, I'm still analyzing the test to find more of these, like little algorithms, like these little cheat sheets. And I've already discovered like 8 or 9 that I haven't even released any help for yet. Because I'm still working on it all. I want to make sure that I structure it so that I am absolutely sure that you can get them right without trying. That's my goal here. So, these are free. These are once a month, but there's so much more out there that we have here. But we're one problem better now. Hopefully we are one problem better. How do you guys feel about that? That little trick, that little flaw on the test? Because you can get two of that same exact type of problem on the test. On the test that they released, there's two of them. That's boom, literally right there, all done. It's a huge time saver. You can save yourself 5 minutes as opposed to just checking your work afterwards and just wondering. Yep, it's going to be, so this was something new that I discovered, but problems like this are in the bootcamp, yeah. So we'll talk about that more in a second, Moritz, I got you. So we are now one problem better. One problem better, look at that. We don't even need to try one of these problems. Did I teach you any math? Maybe what an inequality symbol means, but besides that, we didn't do anything hard. All we gotta do is look for something, pick the other, that's it. Boom. Doesn't matter what question it is, as long as it's in that format, we're good. All right, so the other skill that we're going over today is competency 3, skill 6. Identify relations that satisfy the definition of a function. All right, now we've seen these questions before. They can give you a bunch of graphs and say, hey, which one of these graphs represents a function? Or they can give you the input-output relationships where they give you two ovals and arrows drawn between them. And they're like, which of the following relations satisfies a function? Something like that. Then you have input-output tables where they just give you a table of values with X and Y or input-output. And they ask you again, identify the relation that satisfies a function. And then the scenario ones where they give you words, problems, scenarios where they say, you know, we have a school, a class of children, which one of the following descriptions satisfies the relation of a function? And we could say that every student only has one height. That would be a function. And then they'll give you a bunch of distractor answers. But I discovered another secret tip for these arrow rule problems. These, again, you may see probably one, maybe two, but you're probably only going to see one of these. So combined with the one that I just showed you, 3 questions you can get automatically right. Yeah, Nicole, it's something like this, right? Where you give you 2 arrows and they say, hey, you know, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they got arrows pointing and stuff. Yeah, that type of problem. I'm going to show you how to get one like this right automatically every single time. So I want to see if y'all can get it right first. So I'm going to give us 2 minutes on this one. Let's see if we can do it. You guys ready? Nicole is. How about everybody else? Who else is ready? Oh, there we are. Sounds good. Here we go and start. All right, so go ahead and raise your hand when you're ready. Raise your hand, or yeah, just raise your hand. And if you can't find the raise your hand tool, then just type in R for ready. But I'm gonna give us 2 minutes here. I'm gonna mute myself so I can drink some water. We are about 1 minute in. 24 people have answered. That's cool. Or 25. Sorry, I didn't see Tracy there. And keep it going, guys. My hope is to get all 45 of us. All right, 10 more seconds here. And Ron and Barbara, don't worry. Don't worry, I got you. All right, 4, 3, 2, and answer. We got AAC, AAB, ABB, A. So it looks like there's a trend. Okay, D. Okay, there we go. A, C, A. All right, so it's not unanimous. Okay, it's not unanimous. Okay. Huh. How are we going to get through this one? It's almost as if, if you guys had someone that knew the tricks to these questions that could help you out. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get to it, guys. So here's the premise. For a function to be a function, all right, for something to be a function, you can only have one output for every input. Okay, so what that means is input can only go one arrow. Whoops. One arrow because we can only have one output. All right. So the rule is from the input side, from the left side, you can only have one arrow going out. All right. The answer here is A. The reason is because for a function to be a function, you can only have one output for every input. Okay. You can only have one output for every input. And so what that means is, so for example, if we're basically saying, hey, Dr. A, what's your height? And if Dr. A says, oh yeah, I'm 6'1" and I am 5'11". Well, those are two outputs. That doesn't make any sense at all. We can only have one output. So if we say, hey, what's your age, your input age, and the output is 25, that is valid. But if I went up to someone on the street and said, how old are you? And they say, I'm 18 and 32. Yeah, I wouldn't be very, no, doesn't make sense at all. So here's the rule. I'm going to show you the next slide with it actually written out. But here's the rule, the arrow rule. Go for the question that only has one arrow coming out of every input. So we see here, one arrow, one arrow, one arrow, one arrow. That's why answer choice A is correct. Let's go ahead. Yeah, input is X and output is Y. Yeah, Nicole. But let's look at B real quick. Here's why B is wrong. Let me go ahead and grab a different marker here. Let's go ahead and use red for wrong. So look at that. Oh, if I input 2, it's going 2 different ways. We have 2 arrows automatically. Nope, not a function. Because again, if I said, hey, what's the age of the second kid? Oh, he's 6 and 10 years old. What? Makes no sense. No sense at all. You can only have one output for every input. So this, incorrect. If I look at C, check out 1 over here. Arrow, arrow, incorrect. Automatically. D, arrow, 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 arrow. What? No, not a function. Not a function. So give me a Y or a yes if this is making sense. Give me a nay or a no if this is not making sense. And I know we're seeing a lot of yeses here, but I want to take a quick moment to pause, y'all. If you are honestly, sincerely not getting it, please let me know. This webinar is for you. It's not for me. I'm not just here to waste time. If you truly don't get it, feel free to say no. I will pause. I will try to do my best to reword it in a way that you understand. And we're still saying yeses, so it must make a lot of sense. All right, sounds good. So the one thing I say always about teachers, man, we always try to make a lot of sense, but we'll never make $1. So that's our job. But let's go ahead and take a look at the secret. So Nicole, basically, when they say find the relation that satisfies a function, you're looking for only one arrow. When you're looking for the one that doesn't satisfy its function, you're looking for the one that's messed up. You're looking for the one that has 2 arrows. And there's other type of problems, obviously, the table problems, the graph problems, and all that. And I get to all of those in the course that I'll talk about in a bit. But here's the secret again. Every input only has one arrow stemming from it. That is the secret. That is the rule. You don't have to spend too much time looking at the numbers themselves. All you got to look at are the arrows. So over here, this is still okay because there's only one arrow coming out of every input. It might be tempting to say, oh no, but two numbers land on two. It's okay. It's okay. You can have, you can have the same output for multiple inputs. You just cannot have multiple outputs for the same input. For example, Dr. A and I, we can both be, 30 years old. That's okay. Two people can both be 30 at the same time. Heck, 1 million people can be 30 at the same time. However, one person cannot be 1 million different ages. Does that make sense a little bit? Oh yeah, that's right. Dr. A, he's 28. That's right. But didn't you get your doctorate at 32? See, that's a lie. That's not a function. Dr. A is not a function. All right, so, oh, Samantha, don't egg him on. He's gonna take away my already non-existent pay. All right, so problem number 2. Go ahead. I'm timing you. I'm gonna lower your hands. I just lowered all the hands, so go ahead and raise it again when you are ready. No worries, Barbara. Barbara, I'll try to get back to that at the end. I hope I put in a slide to review that. All right, we're just about a minute in. Don't give the answer yet. Don't give the answer yet. We are not ready yet. I want to give everyone the opportunity to answer this question. I'm getting about 25 more seconds here. 25 more seconds here. All right, about 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, and go. Alicia, come on now. You just want to be first. Oh, man. No, look at that. Look at everybody. Oh, okay. Okay, looks like I make a lot of sense. Oh, look at that. Look at that. And that is correct, ladies and gentlemen. The answer here is C. And again, when you take a look at A couldn't be the answer because you have 2 arrows coming out there. Nope. B, you got 2 arrows coming out. 2 arrows coming out. Nope. C, 1, 1, 1, and Juan. Yep, you're good there. C is the answer. And then D, 2 arrows. 1, 1, 1. But the 2 arrow part makes it wrong. So automatically, answer C. And again, you don't have to pay attention to what the numbers are. 0 to 9. The numbers don't matter. You just need to make sure that every input goes to one output, and that's it. And we're good. So give me a yes if you are feeling pretty groovy right now. If you're feeling like if you saw these questions on the test, the first thing you're going to think of is, all right. So look at that. We can save a lot of time. We can save a lot of time. And Lynette, if you're saying come on because I love 70s music, fight me. So problem 3, go. Again, Oh, there was someone who said they were confused. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's stop. Let's stop. Let's stop. Who was confused? I don't think I caught that in the chat box. Just want to. In the Q&A. Oh, I see it here. Okay, cool, cool, cool. This will be emailed even if I leave early, right? Yeah. So the attendees will get the recording and it'll be available until tomorrow night. Yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought someone was confused on the actual content. No worries. But thanks for letting me know, guys. Appreciate that. Let me go ahead and answer that. Dismissed it. Perfect. All right. So yeah, how are those questions on the exam? So Dr. A, can I speak openly? I mean, I'm not gonna bash anything, but can I speak openly?
About what?
Basically about how I feel about the construction of the test itself.
Just keep it simple.
All right. I'm pretty sure someone with less teaching knowledge than a lot of us do created that test. That's the nice way of putting it. Yeah. So moving on. Question number 3. Here we go. Yeah. So, you know, it's the ball game we're playing right now. Can't change the rules in the middle of the game. You know, just got to play the game by their rules and point out their flaws. So raise your hands when you're ready. Jeez, you guys are quick. Dang. All right, I'm gonna give it just about 15 more seconds here. Does anybody need more time? Yeah, type anything if you need more time. Oh, well, I guess silence is compliance. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. Tracy, you did it again. Go. Awesome. Look at that, guys. Again, these questions, you can get them right every single time. These type every single time. So when we take a look at A is definitely not the answer because you have 9 spreading into 2 numbers. Not going to work. B, you only have 1 arrow for each, making it the answer. C, no, you cannot have 2 outputs for 1 input. And D, again, you can't have 2 outputs for 1 input. Answer choice here is B. There it is. Well, hold on. Remember this webinar, I got you, Nicole. We got you covered with more harder problems, but this webinar is specifically for identifying low-hanging fruit questions. That way you can save time on those harder ones. All right. So that was another problem that you can save time on. So when we look back at the comparing problems, so if we're going all the way back here, again, the secret here, take a picture again if you didn't do it already, but the secret tip here was, again, selecting the opposite symbol to the greater than or less than or equal to problem. So if you point out greater than or equal to, there's your answer, less than. If it's less than or equal to, that is what you see, pick greater than. This is because there is a fundamental flaw in the way that that question is written. Therefore, you don't have to do any work. The answer is automatic in that problem. So that's that one. I'm going to leave it up for 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. Hopefully everybody got a picture of that. And if you didn't, check the recording out. We're going to send it out. Now, when we go on to the arrow problems for functions, again, the tip is just go for the one that has 1 line extending from every input. If there's more than 1, not the answer. So just like we saw here and there, and we're good. So guys, stick around for a moment because I got some treats for y'all. So again, the inputs on the left, one arrow, exactly. So a quick little recap. How do we feel about what we went over today? You know, in these two problems, how do we feel? Give me a good, not good, I hate you. This was a waste of money, even though it was free. Like, how do you feel? Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. I mean, I do everything I do for the kids, and helping you guys out helps the kids out. Because again, who wants to think about this test while they're teaching kids? You know, the kids need our undivided attention, and that's what I want to help give y'all. Your undivided attention to them. So who feels more confident? Yes or no? Feeling that good stuff? Yes, or feeling good or feeling confident? So have you been enjoying this presentation? I mean, I was enjoying it. I was having some fun here, you know, being a goofball here, but that's just who I am. I'm okay with being myself. I appreciate that, guys. Math can be fun. So now what if you had access to like literally every secret on the test that we could find? You know, what if you had everything you need? You know, would you guys like that? Because the thing is, if this test was, if my hiring next year, my salary was contingent upon my ability to pass a test that has nothing to do with my actual teaching ability, I would probably be looking for every single secret that I can. That's just me. So who wants to take this thing to the next level, man? Who wants to go to the next level here? Sounds good. So this was just one small piece of the pie. Again, there are 21 total competency skills, so 21 total skills. And I went over one type of problem in each of the skills. Now, it took a little bit to explain it, but once the explanation was through, that's it. I hope you guys never forget that. In this free session, we gave y'all the answers to 2 types of problems, saving you time. Now, here's some of what pastors have said about our courses and channel. And we're gonna get to that in a moment, but people pass with our stuff. And the thing is, it's because this is our job. Like, we're not just some tutor who's waiting around for someone to give us their money. Like, no, we don't even take your money unless you've gone through some sort of options that basically help you identify what you need help on. So we're going to be introducing our GK Math Bootcamp 2.0 and our video channel course. And I'm going to explain what both of those are in just a moment. So here's how it works. Our GK Math Bootcamp 2.0, it has literally everything you need to learn all of the material. It has a lesson video for every single one of the 21 competencies and skills. We got Quizlet flashcard sets for every single one of those competencies. I made them myself, so I know that all the information there is accurate. And at the same time, we included a full-length practice test for you. Oh, and guess what? That practice test has video solutions to every single one of the 45 problems. Oh, and then we also have additional resources there that you can use to help you practice. Now, you also get access to our Facebook group. And in this Facebook group, if you're not already in it, this is probably how you heard about it or through Teachers of Tomorrow. But in that Facebook group, you have no idea how many questions we answer and how much help we actually give to everybody. That is a trove of help that you can access, not just for math, but for everything else. So everything, even essay. And guess what? When you use this bootcamp, literally people pass. When you use it, people pass. We've had people buy it and not use it, then they fail again. Then when they contact us and we ask them, have you been using the bootcamp? They say, oh no. And then we just say, use it. And then they pass. So it's really that simple. I am a professional dedicated to helping people pass this specific exam. This is what I do for a living. All right. So for how long? Well, if you buy today, we're gonna give you access for the whole year. Usually it's 60 days, but we're gonna give you access to the whole year. And even if it takes you longer than a year, we got your back until you pass. We will literally renew that thing for you until you pass. All right. And old habits, they die hard, guys. You gotta stop wasting money. We are professionals dedicated to this, and we know exactly how to help you pass. So here's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get 365-day access to our GK Math Bootcamp 2.0. Plain and simple. This costs $125 regularly on our website, but we're also gonna give you another goodie. We're gonna give you a free month to our GK Math subscription channel. So let me go ahead and explain what that is. So the bootcamp, again, That's to learn the lessons, and we give you a little freebie practice test in there, right? Now, let's say you just want practice, practice, practice. Well, guess what? We're going to give you access for a whole month to this GK practice channel. Basically, it's like Netflix, but for math. We update problems every week. And right now, there are over 200 problems in there. So Rosa, if you're taking the test tomorrow, you're probably going to want to go with the channel. And I got you with the hookup on both. So that's a $20 value because it's $20 a month. We're going to give you a free month. So you're going to get the Bootcamp course 2.0, and you're getting the video channel included. And you're not even going to pay $145. We're going to go ahead and charge you $75. $75? Ooh, I thought we agreed on $100, Dr. A. Oh, I'm not going to fight it. He's going to give you an even bigger discount. That's okay with me. That's about a 50% off. Jesus Christ. Okay. So $75. Wow, that's crazy. And, you know, honestly, if this gave you strategies that you need to pass the GK math in the first attempt, would it be worth it? You know, if you had everything you needed to pass, would it be worth it? If you got access to other teachers, if you had access to other teachers that are in your same position that they can help you out too, with math, with essay, with reading, with ELS, with other subject areas, 5 to 9, I saw someone post about that too. Hey, would that be worth it, right? And so if we give you direct access to expert professionals that have been helping teachers pass their certification tests for the past 5 years, would it be worth it? And again, these questions are rhetorical. They're rhetorical, yes. We know that you guys want this and we know that you guys need this. We've been surveying, we've been using market data. We know that this is exactly what you need to pass. And we got a special. The bundle, it's $75 today. If you use the link right here, www.gkmathspecial.com. Basically, if you buy the bootcamp course, we're going to go ahead and give you that free month of access to the channel as well. They are 2 separate websites, but go on gkmathspecial.com and you're good. Now, if you already have the bootcamp course, that is okay, because we're going to hook you up with the channel as well. But this GK Math Special right now, again, it gives you the bootcamp course for a year and a free month to the channel. But that's not all. That's not all. Because Dr. A is crazy and he likes giving away money, the first person that signs up, we're going to cover the cost of your next GK test. Man, you got to warn me about all this. Dr. A, yeah, you're going to get your test covered. All right. And all teachers that sign up are going to get free access to that master video channel, that subscription channel. There are over 200 practice problems in there with video solutions, and we're going to add questions every single week. So the channel itself, you can find that right here at www.whenyouppassgkmath.com. The regular price is $20 per month, but hold on tight. We're going to go ahead and give you a discount code that's going to really take things off. So this is the video channel. This is just a little flyer for it, but it has over 200 questions. So if you have to take the test pretty soon here, like let's say tomorrow or Monday or whenever in the next week, I would recommend doing the channel. If you are looking for learning the content and you want to basically learn it all from the ground up and learn these secrets as well, again, go with the bundle. It's cheap as heck. So get started now. $75, www.gkmathspecial.com. Right there. But again, this is only available and it's only good until tomorrow midnight. So tomorrow at midnight, this is done. We run these webinars so that we can offer these great discounts. All right. And when we offer these great discounts, great things happen. And with the channel itself, I kind of want to talk about that too, because I kind of want to gloat a little bit. But in the time that we've released, since January, I think it is, that we released the channel, what was it? We've hit over 100 people. Thank goodness. I love that. But I think it was like some 15 or 20 people that have canceled since. And it's because they passed. So I'm not blowing steam out of my, you know what? I am not. People literally just cancel after they pass because they don't really need it past a month or two. So again, we are giving you the tools that you need. That's everything that we're about. We've got your back until you pass. That's our math guarantee. So when you sign up today, we've got your back until you pass. That course, if you are in it, we are going to keep renewing it as long as you need it. All right. But we know that it won't. We know it won't take you more than a year. So again, if you already have access to the bootcamp course, use the code WEBINAR. This is the code for the channel. WEBINAR for 50% off your first month of the channel. All right. So I think I heard someone, I think it was Amarellis, that said that they already have both. Hey, that's okay. You just learned another secret that I was probably going to make a group tutoring session. So I basically gave you $10. So you test next Friday, and I hope I don't need this anymore. You really won't, Nicole. I'm hoping that you have enough time to practice with our material between now and then to make those gains. So Tuesday, do you have type of access for that short of time? Tracy, so we have a 60-day version, but that will run you $100. So again, we did this special so that everybody can get it there. No problem, Nicole. You're going to like it. I know it. So again, today, guys, get started for just $75, gkmathspecial.com. That way you can walk out of that testing center singing. That's what you want to do. That's what we want to do. So you've watched this entire presentation. You want to pass. And you know this is an excellent value. Come on, let's make good choices. Let's take advantage of this incredible discount and really take charge of our future. We do not want to sit in the classroom for another year, you know, with our kids, these new group of kids, putting in our soul, our energy, everything we've got. And then at the same time, when we get home, had to tend to, if we have kids, husband, wives. And then at the top of that, oh, this test. Trust me, like we've heard nightmare stories of people that aren't proactive. We are giving you the opportunity to be proactive without breaking the bank. So we've got your back until you pass. That's the math guarantee. $75. And again, the first to sign up, you get that test paid for. Ooh, look at that. And so here's the last slide. Again, the code is webinar for the first month, 50% off. For the channel, it's normally $20 a month. It will be $10 for your first month if you use the code webinar, all caps. Remember the all caps. And so Amaryllis, yeah, we did raise the price of the channel, but if you signed up at $15 a month, you are staying at $15 a month. So don't worry about that. We contacted Vimeo and everybody about that. They said that you're good to go. So,
Hey, Alicia, I see a couple people asking that question. Number one, make sure you contact your district. I work with 6 of the top 10 populated school districts we work with closely every month with their teachers. And several of them already told me that if they had teachers that were about to lose their job, they have until next June 2020. That was from our district partners. So I don't know what district you're at, but please, the first thing I would do is contact them, call them, email them, just to verify, okay? So I'm just going by what they told me. Yes, it was passed. Yes, initially said July. I don't know if it was 1st or 10th, whatever the date was, but I had one of my school district directors contact me and tell me actually yesterday that even though their date was this June 30th coming up, they have till whatever their statement of eligibility has. So if your statement of eligibility says June 2020, then you have till June 2020. Okay, so but if it says this June 2020, contact your district just to verify.
June 2019?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Sorry, thank you. 2019.
Yeah. And no worries. So I'm looking at some of these questions that we have here as well. So I see that we just answered that one about the deadlines. Then we have, can we get a repeat? Yeah, Sonia, we're going to get a link to the recording. Dominic, you purchased a while back and you did not use. Do you still have your subscription? How can you renew? So Dominic, just go ahead and log into the www.whenyoupasgkmath.com. Try to log in. If you can log in, then it's still active. If it's not, all you got to do is hit renew, and you can use the code webinar at checkout, and boom, you save your 50%. And then if it says June 2019, Ron, again, contact your district. And then if I pass Wednesday, so Anita's asking if I pass Wednesday, will I have to pay for 6 months? Are you referring to the channel, Anita? Because if you're referring to the channel, you only pay per month. So let's say I sign up for the channel today. I use it today. I take my test tomorrow, and I pass. I can cancel my channel. Boom, I'm done. It will not charge me for next month. It will not charge me ever again. The bootcamp course, that is the course itself. You have access for the whole year once you buy it. So if you pass tomorrow, you still have access. You're not going to pay anything else because you already paid. So the channel is the one that's a recurring subscription. And that's only because we keep updating it with new problems. So we wanted to separate the two so that we don't have to like drive up the prices for the course itself. Because if we're putting those channel questions on the course would probably cost like $400, and we're not about that life. We want to make sure that we can give you guys the right prep material. Anita says practice questions and video solutions. Yeah, so no, you can just get ahead, sign up, pass, then cancel. You're done. Awesome. So there's everybody's answered questions. Perfecto. Awesome. So any questions at all, even about the session? Because the thing is, here at the Learning Liaisons, we we do a couple of cool things, and we have more cool things coming up. And it's thanks to everybody in our Facebook group who answers those surveys that we put out. So if you're not in that Facebook group, you're gonna want to get in there, guys. It's the best thing since sliced bread. It really is. So if anybody has any more questions, I mean, we're gonna hang out for the next 5-10 minutes here. Not apple pie. I've never had apple pie. So Amaryllis sounds good. And you're welcome. I'll see you at the next one. And we'll see you at the next group tutoring session. Well, yeah, are you signed up for tomorrow, Amaryllis? I think she signed out. Oh, yeah, sure. So, yeah, anybody who wants to attend another like session like this one, it's where it's an hour long. No, tomorrow's session is about, what was it again? Oh, yeah, rate problems. You know those problems where they say, if you leave going at this speed, you get there 1 hour late. At this speed, you get there 1 hour early. Find the distance. Yeah, you can definitely still sign up. I actually haven't really been advertising it, so that's probably on me. So let me go ahead and actually share the link here. It's only $10. But again, it's I'm only going over like one specific problem at a time. So let me go ahead and find this. Wow, without even advertising it, a third of the spots are already gone. So yeah, let me go ahead and copy this URL so that you guys can take advantage of that now. Okay, I gotta stop being so awesome. Oh man, did I say that out loud? Oh yeah, for sure. Jackie, if you're in the Facebook group, go ahead and private message me. I'll directly send you the link, okay? Sounds good, Jackie. And Maritza, are you talking about the GK bundle? Because if you're discussing the GK bundle, then you already have the GK Bootcamp 2.0. Yeah, if you're talking about the bundle that you got at a workshop at one of our universities. Okay, yeah. So the bundle, it includes all the courses that help you pass all the GKs. Oh, you mean the Calendly link? The one that he just posted? Yeah, there he goes. No, Dr. A, that's another person asking about the recordings for that. But actually, so Amaryllis, you actually don't need the recording because in the channel, I'm going to update it with more of those same types of problems. So I usually do it by a week delay. So last week we did solving equations and inequalities. So this week I'm uploading equations and inequalities. Tomorrow I'm doing the session on rates. So next week I'm going to update the channel with rates. Does that make sense? And no worries, Jackie. Hey, I got you guys. Yeah, no worries, I'm gonna say it that way. Again, so if you're already in the channel, it's gonna be a week delay, but if you sign up for the channel and the sessions, you get double the practice. So you're basically paying an extra 10 for those practice quizzes that I send out, and then that live instruction, which usually runs people like $75 an hour. So again, we do things very affordably here. We're proud of it. So again, one more time, guys, here's the link to that, the group study session. Remember, you do get a practice test with it or practice quiz. So make sure to complete the practice quiz if you are joining. But again, the website for the channel here is whenyouppassgkmath.com. Use the code webinar for that 50% off your first month. And I think it was Eddie. Hey, Eddie, did you need me to go back for the EPI stuff? Let me see if you're still here, Eddie. Yeah, hey, Eddie, are you still here? I can go scroll back if you need me to. Oh, looks like Eddie is not here. All right, guys, we'll sit around in the lobby for, again, 2 more minutes, and then we will close the room. If you have any questions at all while you sign up, please let us know. We are here for you. Hey, Marcia. Yeah, we'll be sending out a link to the recording tomorrow morning latest, I believe. But again, the codes that the specials that we're doing right now are running until tomorrow night. So be very careful there to get that up before it expires. Yeah, Marsha, we're going to email the link, yeah? Oh, Daniel's here. I didn't even notice. Hey, Daniel, you still here? Ah, he left. Daniel's that guy, man. He's awesome. I haven't talked to him in a minute. All right, you guys. Again, any more questions before we log out? We have about 2 more minutes.
Hey guys, we're going to send you an email tomorrow morning with a link to the recording. So you'll get access to that tomorrow, and you'll get access to the video until Sunday evening.
Hey, Megan, I like to make the most efficient use out of people's time. So thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate that. I'm just really hoping that we can all pass together and then just, again, get back to the kids. They're the most important part of our day. Sounds good, Megan. Hey, and reach out to me if you have any questions, okay? In the course, you have access to a discussion tab where you can communicate with me 24/7. So just hit me up in the course or hit me up on Facebook, whatever it is, reach out. I got you. Yeah, Natalie, I have, there's a practice test up for the Math 5-9. That is all that we have on that, though. Let me get the link for you right here for the 5-9 practice test. Yeah, Natalie, hold on 1 second. I got you. All right, 5-9. My link is right here. Practice test. Yeah, no worries, Natalie. Here you go. I think it's pretty affordable. I think it's either 40 or 35 bucks. So it's a full-length practice test with the solutions in there. Yeah, it's really affordable. All right, cool. Any other questions? I'm going to hold on for about 1 more minute here just in case anybody has any more questions. Right here, Natalie. Right there. Check the... Oh my gosh, I've only been typing to all panelists. There we go. I am a Dumbo head because I think I've been typing the whole time like that. My luck. All right, let's check the Q&A real quick. Yeah, Dr. A, could you answer that one for me? So if the statement of eligibility expires next month, is there still an extension? The Department of Education says yes.
Yeah, I believe I messaged Daniel. He needs to contact just to double check with the district. It's whenever your statement of eligibility expires is when you're extended to. So a lot of teachers across the state were told that they had to pass by June 30th, this month coming up, but their statement of eligibility expired next year. So with the new rule change, I was told by several of my district partners via email today and yesterday that it goes by their statement of eligibility. So that we'll have some more time, but just please double check with your district. All right, guys, we want to thank you for your time spending with us here on a summer evening. So whether you have to still get up early in the morning for pre-planning or maybe have some couple more days with the kiddos, we thank you for spending time with us here tonight. Please take a picture of the screen here. If you want to email us, info@the-learning liaisons, you can call or text at that phone number there. That's our business line. And just remember, we're always here for you. Our job is to make sure you keep your job and do it the most easily and most efficient way possible. So tonight was just math. We've got a lot of things on our website to help you with various exams and the other subtests as well. So if you have any questions, just let us know. So we thank Anderson for his time here tonight as well. So always remember, it's when you pass, not if you pass. You guys have a great night. We'll send you the recording tomorrow.
See you guys.
When you pass, not if you pass.